Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update. It's well, the situation obviously for Bitcoin is still quite similar here. This Easter, which, by the way, that's what I wanted to start off with. Happy Easter to all of you that are celebrating. Hope you'll have a great Sunday together with family or whatever you're doing. But yeah, like I said, I mean, we're most likely not going to get that much movement today. Yesterday we did have a lot of volatility in the markets. I mean, what you see is that a lot of whales and market makers use these thin order books and low liquidity, which we already knew was coming, to pump up their coins, and then to either dump on retail or to just dump their spot bags that they've had for a very long time. Now, Bitcoin yesterday was quite volatile as well. I mean, we hit the value area high right here, that blue line at 85,500. But ultimately, we're still in that major range, right? I mean, for me, the main level that Bitcoin is in, and then there's obviously resistance levels and key levels around that as well that are relevant and that could potentially, provide us with enough liquidity to get a fake out, etc. But more on that a little bit later. But the main two levels for me are 83,700, and then here at the top, the value area high at 85,500. And now we are getting closer and closer to actually to Monday, when the markets will be opened again, or at least I'm checking that right now. I believe that tomorrow the markets are open again. It will probably still be a little bit more quiet than normal. Yeah, the next day is May the 26th that the markets are closed. So tomorrow markets are opening again. And like I said, the liquidity in the markets is quite low. Now, Bitcoin's volume has held up relatively well. It's even up about 14%, which is not what I expected. What that basically means, this means that the volume this weekend for Bitcoin is around the same levels it was for example, the 5th and the 6th of April. And after that, you can see we got a lot of volatility, and I do expect some major moves as well from Bitcoin next week. But it's not going to be absolutely crazy, right? It's not going to be anything we haven't seen before. And then, like I said, the main question is all right, well, we have a decent balance right here. We're very likely to get a breakout out of that balance next week. Which way will that breakout be? And when we actually get the breakouts, do we actually trust it or not? Because even though the main key levels for Bitcoin are 85,500 and 83,700, we also, like at 82,800 and at 86,200 or something, we also have these other key levels where the price can basically bounce from and then turn a potential breakout into a fake out. And ultimately, I think that's going to depend a lot on the fundamentals again. All right. And then obviously the main two things that we'll be looking at is, first of all, US equities and equities in general. How will they open? Most likely flat, because there's been no news obviously over the course of the weekend. And then headlines. All right. Do we actually have some trade deals coming in? We're most likely going to get some information regarding that. But do we actually have that? And just in general, do we have some other important things regarding geopolitics, etc. And then based on that, we're most likely going to get that breakout, right? So that is something we'll see tomorrow. Right now, taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, it looks like after hitting the top of the range right here, Bitcoin is going for the bottom of the range towards 84,000, where we have a lot of liquidity as well, and 83,700. I do want you to know, look, I do think we're going to break out, but I only think we're going to break out with volume, right? So for example, if Bitcoin drops down below 83,700 right now, while we're pulling back into that, then I do think that's most likely going to be a fake out, right? And then you should expect something like this, and vice versa. If we bounce from the 7-day rolling VWAP here and we move up to 86,200 without volume over the course of today, is a possibility as well, even though it seems less likely, then it's most likely that that's going to be a fake out as well. All right, so be aware of that. All right, it's unlikely we're going to get a lasting breakout today. It's more likely we'll just move within this range, and then tomorrow or a little bit later next week, then we'll get the breakouts, and I'll try to be the first one to tell you about that. But that's what I think you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.